Good morning. It is 10 o'clock on Friday the 14th of November. My name is Jasmine. I'm doing this for my group for fitness. This is April. She has been coerced to be my volunteer today. So as April does have a busted foot, I won't be putting her through the activities, but I'll be explaining them as I was explaining them to my client Kirk, who is coming to me for a program so that he can build up his physical strength in his rugby career. You're a rugby player today.
It's me.
Just because of her ankle, so you can see me do the activity, but April won't do the activities that will affect her recovery. I'll just explain it, Kirk. So thanks for coming in. So what we've got programmed for you, and we have spoken to your physio as well as your rugby coach as your support staff. We've got an 8-week course that we've written up. So it involves doing barbell back squats, bench press, deadlift, plank holds, and then sled push. So these are all to help build that ability to push in the rugby game, to build up strength, to give you that power movement as you do your stuff. So we do have the power strength and development power block, which is our first 1 to 4 weeks. Then our second block is the agility and conditioning, which is from 5 to 8 weeks. So as we do that one, so it is more battle ropes. We will be doing pull-ups. We will be doing more cardio strength equipment rather than purely strength equipment. Make sense? Awesome. So what we're going to start with is just some mobility, just so that we're lubed up essentially. We're in all our joints. It only has to go for 10 minutes, so the program's like 45 minutes, but they've asked that we just show, yeah. So just going to open up our hips, if you can stand on that foot. Be easier lifting the other foot.
Yeah.
How long have you got left in your recovery?
Well, it's still broken. It's only half of it's
Healed.
together. The other half's still broken.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they said just take it easy.
Yeah, okay. So first thing that we're going to do is our barbell back squats. So fairly common in the world of weightlifting. So we'll just do it with no weight so you can see the movement. Yeah, that's fine. So these are our safety. Oh, that's all right. So we keep these in safety. So if you do need to drop the weight, you can drop underneath and fate will catch it. So I'll just show you what we do to begin with. So you come in the middle of the bar and you set it on your shoulders, stand up, and then you go into your stance, which is over hip width apart, and then we want to come down and squat. And then push back up through our heels using our quads and our glutes. To rack it, we come back, rack it down, and hop out of the way. Yeah, so hips a little bit, feet a little bit wider apart, and we want to have our toes slightly out. Yeah, and our knees will track over our toes. How's that feeling? Excellent. Awesome. 2 more. Perfect. Now we come into racket. Excellent. Easy.
Easy.
No pain? You got through it?
No, that was good actually.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, that was good. Surprisingly.
That is what we want. Okay, so going through that one. Next one we'll do is bench press. So just wander over here. Awesome. So you've done this one before in your previous training?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'll just jump up to spot you. We'll start with no weight just so that we can get the right body positioning. Now our hands aren't even. Are we wanting to fix that up? So we'll rack it. So one way to do it is use your thumb as a place marker.
I can't see, but yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't see the line on that side, yeah.
Okay. How's that feeling?
Good.
Excellent. Do you feel more secure with your feet up on the bench or down?
Yeah.
Up.
Does that make a difference?
It does in the way that you use your core.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just
So,
my ankle at the moment.
yeah, no, that makes sense.
I'm just getting a glue on it.
Yeah. So I'll just show you the form so they can see that I know it. So the form that I like to do is seeing that you're underneath the bar, bring yourself slightly forward so that way you're working out from the rack. You bring your feet in towards into your bum and you do have a slight curve to your spine. So that way you can pull everything in and use your core. That way when you grab it, you use the pattern textured side, thumb space away from the smooth. You lift up, you bring it out from the rack, then you can bring it down to the chest and push up without fear of hitting the rack. But having your feet grounded helps ground the pelvis, which then brings the core into it more. Doing it this way, you have to stabilize more with your glutes, and so you're working different muscles. So it depends on what you feel better with,
Yeah.
and of course with the busted foot.
I'll try.
Doesn't matter, it's up to you. It's whatever you feel better with. Everybody's body is different.
Yeah.
So it's what you feel well with.
Yeah. I will try feet down.
When you're no longer broken.
Yes.
Awesome, we'll go to the next one. Okay, so Kirk, because your name is Kirk in my role play, we're going to be doing some deadlifts over here. Now, with your busted foot, I really want you to be careful. So we remove our safety blocks because for this activity, or this exercise, I keep saying activity when it shouldn't be activity. I keep saying activity when it's not an activity, it's an exercise. So we'll just set this up. This way, when you rack it, it's lower to the ground and you don't have to lift it all the way up. So we're going to keep it on a lightweight. Well, we're going to keep it on the 20 kilo barbell. So similar setup to what we had before when we did our back squat. We want to be lifting it though, bringing our feet backwards, toes slightly out, just to keep our knee alignment right. And we want to be bringing it down, hinging from the hips, coming down and squatting, and then pushing back up. So we hinge from the hips to begin with, then we start squatting, and then push up. I have found that explaining the movement will help put the pinch stop on the back. So show me the deadlift you're comfortable with.
Oh, no, I just thought it was like that.
Well, you've got RDLs, which are the hinge only, but with the deadlift, so deadlifting, so and pushing. I do it this way just to start the setup, because I find that a lot of people, if you just say do a deadlift, you're lifting it up, will lead with their back, and it hurts their back. So I like to start on a light way with the proper form, so that you get the hang of the form before adding weight. So you don't need to pause. It's one fluid movement. I explain the hinging and bending from the knees and stuff, just so that we get the right form, not lifting through the back. Awesome. How's that feel? Good. So show me the deadlift you're familiar with. Yeah, so you're not, because we don't have the big weight plates on there, we get to go further, which is why I get to do the little squat.
I do like them.
I just find it helps to brace first before pulling and putting the weight on. Because I have taught in the past where they've just gone straight like that and they pull up through their back, which then bungs their back. They don't brace the core. So I find that if you have a little squat, especially with no weight on there because there's an extra distance, it just helps to push through the heels first.
Yeah. I quite liked it like that.
Awesome. Perfect. So we've got some plank holds here. Some plank holds. Now with your bunged knee, just do your on your knees, but just a plank hold. So with the bunged knee, go onto your knees. You need to be on an angle so that your core is on. We're just doing it. Just a plank. So when you've no longer got a bunged foot, the idea is to be up on the toes, hold.
I can do that.
Each program I've got a stability core exercise in it. So in other programs I've got wall sits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
To try and just get everything held on and working towards the end of the session. Awesome. I'll go and explain the sled push to you, but I'm not going to get to it with you first. Yeah? Awesome. So this is our sled push. So we'll put it in the program later because of your foot. We won't be doing it today, but I'll explain it. So imagine a wall. You're trying to push a wall, right? You're pushing against the wall, it's immovable. So you get your weight behind it and you push through your glutes. Same principle. So we grab the bars lower so that we can then use our momentum to push. If you grab higher, you kind of lift it and make it more difficult. So as we do it, we want to be using our muscles to push lower. So we want to be pushing it along rather than here. Fairly simple. You add weight as you get stronger and you remove weight depending on what you're doing. Well, when your foot is no longer base, we can do that. Awesome. Well, thank you for being my test dummy today.
Quite all right. Anytime.